Hello, my name is Heather Fajardo. I'm your instructor for Bio 15 Bioscience. I'm really excited to get started, so let's go. When you click on our Canvas course, our course is called Bioscience or Bio 15. This is where you'll be kind of dropped off into. It says, welcome to biology. Here's a cute little picture for you. There's a little start button. But the most important part about our homepage is how to communicate with me. Yes, this is me. I used to be blonde, but it's winter. I'm feeling the dark hair. I don't know. My name is Heather Fajardo, as I mentioned. Just call me Heather if that makes you feel weird. Professor Fajardo is totally fine too. The best ways to contact me are email and on my phone. So email, I really like Canvas email. It lets me know who you are and where you're coming from right away. But you can also reach me at hfajardo@yccd.edu. My cell number is 916-359-9759. This is my Google Voice number, so that way I can reach you on my computer too. When you text or call me on this number, feel free to at any time. If it's 2 a.m. and you text me, I won't get back to you till morning. But just please let me know the name, your name and the class that you're in, just so I can keep track of you really quickly. I'm checking both of these all the time, most of the day. But I also have virtual student hours. I hold these on Mondays from 10 to 10:50 a.m. This is time I set aside every single week to be available to you. You can call me during this time, email me during this time, text me during this time, or if this time doesn't work out for you, please email me and we can make an appointment to talk over the phone, schedule a Zoom, whatever we need to do. But if you contact me during student hours, Monday 10 to 10:50, response time is between like 5 and 15 minutes. So I try to get back to you as quickly as I can. So if we go into our modules, if you click that big red start button on the first part of the page, so now that we are back on the modules, what you'll see first is everything is grouped by weeks. This class is many weeks long, but we're going to start with week 1. The first thing that you'll do is read every single week. I'll provide an introduction or some kind of page that's going to describe what we're doing for the week. So that's this one. Here's a short description about what this class is all about, and here is what we're doing this week. This is on that introduction page. What you need to do is download the syllabus. We're going to go through that real quick together. Watch the introduction video. You're doing that now, so great. You'll take a quiz on all of the things that we're talking about, and then you'll complete the introduction assignment. So we're going to do all of those things. Before I go over the syllabus, here's just some quick little notes that may help you with watching our weekly lecture videos. It's always good to have a notebook present because we're going to be drawing a lot together this semester. A lot of my lectures are collaborative note-taking, so you'll follow along with me while we take some notes together. So there's a bunch here, so please feel free to review those, okay? Going back into that syllabus document, we're going to look at that together. This is Bioscience, Bio 15. This is spring 2024. Hello, Heather Fajardo, that's me. Feel free to call me Heather. Our textbook is optional. It's optional. Here is all of the information, contact information for me, as I mentioned earlier, note about student hours. This class is online. This is how we will be talking for the whole semester. I look at my webcam and hopefully you look back while you're watching these videos. The breakdown for each week, what you can expect every single week is watching lecture videos. So I'll publish lecture videos each week depending on complexity. I try to keep them short, so there may be between 1 and 3 videos for you to watch, give or take a video. If those videos do start to get long, I try to make them short. So I'll give you a couple to watch instead of one big fat lecture video. You'll read the information posted on Canvas or read in the textbook. The textbook is optional. You'll take online quizzes, between 1 and 3 online quizzes per week, just depending on the complexity of our topic. And then you'll do lab assignments. What these lab assignments look like are, well, the online quizzes and lecture videos, that's the biology, the learning part of it. The application part of it, that's the lab assignment. So for example, our first week, we're learning about the scientific method. So we'll learn about it in our lecture, you'll read about it, you'll take an online quiz about the scientific method, and then your lab will be applying those concepts and ideas we learn about the scientific method. Lab assignments can be answering questions, it can be performing experiments at home, or it can be any other number of things, but it'll all be posted. Here's materials that you'll need: a computer while you're watching this video, so check. A website to access Canvas, a notebook or an iPad or something to take notes in your laptop, whatever you like. The textbook is optional, but there it is for you. Here's our course description and student learning outcomes. That's what you can expect to gain by the end of this course. All of our assignments are, all of your grade is based on the following assignments. The introduction assignment, that just tells me that you're here and it helps me to get to know you a little bit better. We have some online quizzes to do each week. We have activities and labs to perform. All of these will be due on Sundays. And then at the end of the semester, we have a research paper. I won't publish the details on this until about halfway through the semester, but you can expect to write a 4 to 5 paragraph essay or research report based on just a list of topics. You can choose one based on my list. That'll be at the end of the semester, so just so you know in advance. Also at the end of the semester, we'll have a final exam that covers all of the things we cover throughout the entire semester. So keep those notes handy that you take while we go through this semester together, and that will help you be prepared. Our grading breakdown is as follows. We have that first introduction assignment that's worth 20 points. Online quizzes are worth 10 points each. You get an hour to do them. Activities or labs, again, these are the application part of the science to be performed at home and submitted online. We have a research paper and a final exam for a total of 770 points. There's a grade breakdown below our grading scale if you need that. DSPS accommodations, if you need those, I'm happy to provide them. I just need to have your paperwork, so feel free to forward those as soon as possible. I do have a late work policy. Please submit things as much as you can on time, but I do understand that life happens, poop happens, that gets in the way of schoolwork. So feel free to use the poop happens clause. It's a 2-day extension on deadlines for coursework for 1 week of the semester. So if you just miss a week, something didn't go your way, that's fine. Email me on Canvas with the subject line poop happens, no questions asked, 2-day extension. Include the assignments for that week that need extension. So if you just missed 1 or 2, that's okay. Poop happens. Afterward, or in any other situation, there's a late penalty of 10% for the total possible points. There's just no late final exams and research papers. But importantly, if something's going on in your life that's preventing you from submitting your work, I really would like to help you. So please let me know. I don't need to know the details. Just let me know something's going on, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. There's a section about academic honesty, when to withdraw or not withdraw from the class. Now we get into our tentative schedule. Everything you can expect to be posted on Mondays and due on Sundays. Posted on Mondays, due on Sundays. And all of our assignments for the week are on this right-hand most side of our tentative schedule. So for the first week, we have 2 quizzes. One of those is our introduction quiz and 1 lab, in addition to our introduction assignment. All the way in the bottom of our schedule, we have our final exam with our research paper. Please note that on our schedule, we do have some weeks where we're kind of doing a lot of things, like week 7, we're doing energy and enzymes, and week 13, we're doing Darwin and natural selection and Hardy-Weinberg. So we may have several videos to cover, not just one during any one week. So be prepared and set aside that time to go over the lectures prior to actually jumping in to do that work. Again, we're going to be taking notes together, so it would be helpful if we can do that. All right, so we have downloaded and read the syllabus. Where we can go to move to the next page, you can either scroll all the way to the bottom of this page and click next, which I'll do. You can also navigate back to the modules. We also want to read this page that says about Heather, read me, quiz materials come from here, because there's a quiz question about this page. This is just a page that's all about me. I'll read you this first part because I think it's kind of fun. I'm excited that you're here. Asynchronous classes can make you feel disconnected about your instructor. So here's a bit about me, so you don't feel like you're sending assignments into the abyss and they magically get graded by a mythical gnome. So it's okay. Here are some pictures of my babies. So that is also fun to look at. This is Dean and Evie. Clicking next to go to the next page. Here is our quiz 1 introduction. There's 10 multiple choice questions. Please feel free to use all of your resources, including your notes, to complete this. I'm going to go back to modules to show you where we are. So far, we've gone over our introduction, about Heather, and quiz 1. There's also an introduction assignment. Again, this introduces me to you and also tells me that you're here and you intend to stay in the class. Then after you do these things, you'll move on to the scientific method, also a lecture video there. You'll take the associated quiz for the scientific method, and then there's the lab. That's what we're doing for week 1, and I'm really excited you're here. Please email me, call me, or text me if you have any questions.